This is the OTB Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of Horses and Courses, sponsored by Parting Glass Racing. I'm Anthony Mormino, sitting in for Gene Wood on this very packed show after the Memorial Day weekend. We're going to kick it off down at Calder with the Memorial Day Handicap.
And they're off. And Finally Made It broke right on the money today and sprints off the lead. Pechito keeping him company in the early going, and Hayburn just behind them third. Then Dream Maestro, Rehoboth tightly down at the rail, and Motivato is 3 wide and last as the six-pack makes their way into the clubhouse turn. Finally Made It pressing to get the lead. It's Finally Made It clear, though, as they go around the turn. Pechito going to press from the outer, but he's a length off the leader as they go to the back stretch. Then it's the duo of Motivato outside of Hayburn, who's saving ground less than 3 lengths off the lead. Dream Maestro is now back in 5th, and Rehoboth takes a seat at the back of the pack. He's got 6.5 lengths to make up. Opening quarter was a moderate 24 seconds flat for the front-running Finally Made It, who's by himself today. Finally Made It and Eddie Nunez show the way by about 1.5 lengths as they run toward the half-mile pole. Pechito is still there second. Hayburn down along the inside. Dream Maestro now forking through from between runners, and here he comes. Dream Maestro, a bold move going to the far turn. He's all the way through into a joint second and less 1.5 lengths off the lead of Finally Made It, and Motivato's forced 3 wide once again after a half mile that was 48 2. They've got to get to Finally Made It, and he's on his game so far. Finally Made It clear midpoint on the turn. He's got it over a length. Motivato now called on for all his run. He's trying to run after Finally Made It. Dream Maestro has lost ground after that middle move. He's now 3.5 lengths back, and they make the swing for home with Finally Made It showing the way. Finally Made It. Now Nunez goes to work on him, and he is responding with about a 2.5 length lead. Motivato not done yet. He's trying to come back on the outside, but it's Finally Made It clear with 70 yards to go. Finally Made It going to take a wire to wire in the Memorial Day Handicap. Motivato second best today. Dream Maestro and Rehoboth.
Finally Made It. Yes, he did, under Eddie Nunez. This horse, who ran disastrously as the 6-5 favorite in the Sumter Stakes, bounces back as the 9-5 second choice and makes every pole a winning one on Monday. The final running time in the slot, 1:45.55. We're going to come up to New Jersey, Monmouth Park Stakes race weekend. We have the Little Silver Stakes.
Down the back stretch. And it's Platinum Girl in front. Sandy's Ready, 1.5 lengths behind. And now it's a break of another 2 to My Magic Moment. Harry's at Hanover. On their inside, La Rocca is 5th, and she's 4.5 lengths off the lead. Exie and Grab It in the back of 47 3/2 mile, and they enter the far turn. Platinum Girl has been in front all the way so far. Sandy's Ready, 3/4 length behind and going well. 2 to My Magic Moment. Inside, it's La Rocca. Harry's at Hanover drops back. Grab It's got 6 to make up, and then it's Exie. Turning for home, it is Platinum Girl off the turn in front. Sandy's Ready confronts her on the outside. Right behind them, My Magic Moment and La Rocca. Into the final furlong, Platinum Girl still there. A 2-length lead over Sandy's Ready, La Rocca, and My Magic Moment. Platinum Girl never looked back at 20 to 1. Then came La Rocca, either My Magic Moment or Sandy's Ready.
You don't get it very often, but Todd Pletcher, ladies and gentlemen, longest shot on the board, 20 to 1. Eddie Castro aboard as they make every pole a winning one. Lulled him to sleep on the front end, came rushing home, and Platinum Girl scores the victory over La Rocca, followed by My Magic Moment. Platinum Girl returns $43.40 for Todd Pletcher. The final running time, 1:33.75. $250,000 on the line at Philadelphia Park for the female sprinters in the My Juliet.
And they're off. Cammie's choice between horses. Indian Way on the outside. It's Indian Way. Indian Way up to get the lead. Sunday Geisha from that outside gate comes on second. Cammie's choice quite content to let those two go on. She'll settle back in the third spot. Trillion moving up outside of her fourth. And late running Jetaway Jane is down inside 5th and last. She's about 4 lengths behind as they run to the half-mile pole. Indian Way clicked out that opening quarter in 22-2. And with 3.5 furlongs to go, she leads by 3/4 of a length. Sunday Geisha looks geared up on her outside. She's right there second. 2.5 to Camby's Choice. She looks to rally into it down inside. She's third by a neck. Trailing it alongside 4th and Jetaway Jane still about 5 or 6 lengths away as they come to the quarter pole. The half-mile time was 44-2. Top of the stretch, Indian Way and Sunday Geisha. Middle of the racetrack, Sunday Geisha, Indian Way on the inside. They come down to the final furlong, and they are going at it stride for stride. A sprint to the wire here. Indian Way, it's dead game on the inside. Sunday Geisha full out. Indian Way going slightly better. Sunday Geisha on the outside, trying to hang tough late. Indian Way, Sunday Geisha. Indian Way's got it. Indian Way wins it by 3/4 of a length. Sunday Geisha second. Jetaway Jane was third.
Indian Way, 4-5 on the board, finds a way to win. Boy, Richard Migliori had to think he was a winner the whole way with Sunday Geisha, but that was not to be the case. Jetaway Jane finishes third. Indian Way, to me, looked in trouble the whole way at 4-5, but found the winner's circle at $3.80. Also sets a new track record, 107.61. Churchill Downs will be our next stop, and we're going to go 1.5 miles, 3 turns on the turf in the Louisville Handicap.
Tabazimbi racing very freely out in front for Julien Leparoux, leads the way now by 4 clear lengths. Transduction Gold is racing in second, the White Blaze to the inside, Silver Mountain just shading third. White Tonto is in fourth, and Spice Route in the black and white diamonds is racing in fifth. He is stalked by Brass Hat, who is racing in sixth. Towards the inside, My Happiness now shuffled back to seventh. On the outside, Always First is in eighth, and still last is Gangbuster. They have one more lap of the track to go, and it's Tabazimbi who leads them towards the halfway point in the 72nd running of the Louisville Handicap, and he has raced choke out through the halfway point. Tabazimbi clear now by 5 lengths. Transduction Gold is racing clear in second by 4. Silver Mountain in third. Spice Route now makes a move to the inside in fourth. Towards the outside, White Tonto is racing in fifth as they now race on towards the final 5 furlongs. Tabazimbi is out in front. Has he done too much in front? He's leading now by only 3 lengths. Transduction Gold is getting closer in second position. Silver Mountain in third. Spice Route 4. Brass Hat makes a move in 5. My Happiness is in 6. Always First is now in 7th. White Tonto is in 8th. Gangbuster is still last but beginning to close as now they begin to make the turn. Just over 3 furlongs to go in the Louisville Handicap. Tabazimbi now is about to be joined on his outside by Transduction Gold, last year's runner-up. These two now by 3.5 lengths. Silver Mountain's the hedge is racing now in third. Spice Route, the favourite, set down for the drive, racing in fourth. 1/4 mile to go. Tabazimbi still out in front. Spice Route scything his way between rivals. Then Silver Mountain. Brass Hat towards the wide outside. Down inside the final furlong. Tabazimbi now tackled by Spice Route. Here comes the old boy. Brass Hat on the wide outside. Spice Route, Brass Hat. These two racing up towards the line. Brass Hat's in front. Brass Hat wins the Louisville Handicap. Inspired Burrell. Brass Hat wins. Spice Route in second. Tabazimbi next in a thriller for the 72nd Louisville Handicap.
Brass Hat, formerly 0 for 7 lifetime on the turf, winless no more. Calvin Burrell doesn't even win everything. Third choice in the wagering for Bill Bradley's runner. This horse settled in early. 8-year-old finds the winner's circle going 3 turns on the turf, returns $14. Spice Route finishes second, and Tabazzini, who was the early leader under Julien Leparoux in second choice, holds on for third. The final running time of the Louisville Handicap, 2:28.44. Up next, we have fillies sprinting 6 furlongs in the winning colors.
And they're off in the winning colours stakes, grade 3. To the outside it was Dubai Majesty who got the best of the beginning, with Lady Chase towards the outside racing in second. Keep the Pieces on the rail racing in third. In fourth then is Tar Heel Mom. Nadeshiko is racing in fifth. Already a break of 5 lengths back to Temple Street. The late running Tis to Dream is a long last, racing 10 lengths off the lead as they race now towards the final half mile of the winning colours. Towards the inside, Dubai Majesty. Towards the outside, Lady Chase. They took the quarter in a very legitimate 21-3. A break then of 2.5 lengths to keep the peace, who's now racing in a clear third. To the outside, Tahil Mom is in fourth. Nadeshiko is chased along in fifth. Tis to Dream is still the back marker, and last but one is Temple Street. Heads are turning into the home stretch. Dubai Majesty has the lead. Towards the outside, Lady Chase a very close second. The whip is up on Keep the Peace, now back in third. In fourth is Tahil Mom, racing down towards the final furlong now. Dubai Majesty still has yet to see off the attentions of Lady Chase. Lady Chase has taken the lead. Lady Chase goes on. Dubai Majesty, though, is hanging tough to the inside. Dubai Majesty's coming back for more. Dubai Majesty goes on once again. Dubai Majesty wins. A massive effort. What a game performance by this filly. Dubai Majesty has taken the 6th running of the winning colours, and she was game all the way to the wire.
And there you have it, Dubai Majesty, who was sharp in the slop in Humana Distaff on the undercard of the Breeders' Cup. That was grade 1, 7/8, shortened up with Jamie Theriault going 6 furlongs. They made Dubai Majesty the 6-5 favorite. And for much of the stretch, I thought Lady Chase with Miguel Mena was going to be a winner, but fell asleep, impeded the progress of Keep the Peace, disqualified. Dubai Majesty, though, picks up the victory in the grade 3 winning colors. The final running time, 1:10.61. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have races from Arlington Park and Lone Star. Please stay tuned. Welcome back to Horses and Courses. We're going to turn our attention to Arlington Park with a couple of stake races, starting off with a 3-year-old filly in the 1,000 guineas.
They're off racing in the American 1,000 guineas, and a smooth break it was for Hot Cha-Cha, who's going out to the front along with Obsequious. Here's Afternoon Stroll for Jamie Theriault. Excelente Consequence, Peach Brew with the rails, and Britannia is last of the 7 to the first turn, where Afternoon Stroll has come up to take a short lead from Hot Cha-Cha. Obsequious right there close up, and Peach Brew right at the heels of the pace. Consequence, and the cherry cap comes up for Johnny Velasquez outside of Consequence as they race toward the backstretch now. Then we come back to Peach Brew, Excelente, and Britannia running in 7th. The first quarter, 24 3/5 seconds, racing up the backstretch. Afternoon Stroll, the leader by a length to Consequence. At the rail, Hot Cha-Cha's close up. Obsequious, next in 4th. They head to the half-mile pole here in the American 1,000 guineas. Peach Brew stays magnetized toward that fence. Excelente, 6 lengths off of Afternoon Stroll, who's a solo act, and Britannia remains at the back of the pack. Half-mile and a hassle-free 49 1/5 seconds as they go to the far side of the Arlington course, aiming for Afternoon Stroll. John Velasquez has Consequence right there poised to go. Obsequious and Hot Cha-Cha join 3rd, coming toward the quarter pole. Excelente, Peach Brew, Britannia is last. They've turned the corner in the American 1,000 guineas. Afternoon Stroll, Consequence between horses. Obsequious, Excelente now being produced by Miguel Mena. Hot Cha-Cha's 5th, deep in the final furlong. Consequence led. Here comes Excelente on the outside. Afternoon Stroll is 3rd. Consequence and Excelente. Consequence in the American 1,000 guineas, holding Excelente close for third between Afternoon Stroll and Titania.
Victory number 1 for this outfit. Phipps, McGahee, John Velasquez. Consequence, first victory since scoring in the debut, going 5.5 on the Saratoga turf. All out in here at 6-5. Scores the victory in the 1,000 guineas. You know, this homebred by Educated Risk. Sharp victory in here. Excelente finishes second. Afternoon Stroll finishes third. Consequence returns 440. The final running time, 1:37:59. Up next onto the poly track, the Arlington Matron Handicap.
And they're off in the Arlington Matron, and Euphony caught a flyer under Cliff Berry. Euphony going to the front straight away. Sky Mom right there holding her rail spot as they make their way into this first turn. And here's Boudoir, who glides up on the outside. But it's Euphony with pole position. Euphony going out to just lead, a wide. Boudoir, Sky Mom and Jamie Theriault tightly at the fence. On the outside is Born to Be. And toward the inside, in tight quarters there, Gloria Goodbody, and Kenta Sormo has Indescribable close to the action too. Then we come back to Serenading, and the Black Cap Kiss with a Twist, and Home's the Best is dropped back to last. The first quarter up in 25 seconds flat. So here's Boudoir and Eddie Perez. Boudoir up to take that lead from Euphony, racing up the backstretch. Indescribable a close third between horses. Born to Be right with this pace in fourth now. 5 furlongs from home in the Arlington Matron. Sky Mom is fifth. Gloria Goodbody between horses, Serenading 6 lengths off the pace as they head to the half-mile pole. Kiss with a Twist, so last but one, and Home's the Best remains in ninth. Half mile for Boudoir, 49 3/5 seconds going into the far turn. They're aiming for Boudoir. Indescribable right there. At the fence is Euphony. Born to Be between horses, 3 furlongs from home. It's Boudoir. Boudoir trying to see it out. Euphony on the outside, Indescribable right there with every chance. Serenading now is rallied to fourth. At the fence, Sky Mom, Born to Be's under pressure. Kiss with a Twist is coming with a wide strike. Then Gloria Goodbody and Home's the Best. Last to make the top of this Arlington stretch, where Euphony cut the corner to grab the lead. 3/4, 1:14 and 2. They're deep in the final furlong and a half. Euphony's in front, tackled by Kiss with a Twist. Indescribable has jinked to the rails third, but is just at that one pace. It's Euphony full of run. Euphony foils Kiss with a Twist. Euphony to win the Arlington Matron in 1:50 and 3. Kiss with a Twist was second. Farther back, Indescribable, and Home's the Best.
Euphony, Clifton Berry, solid victory in here, pressing the pace, scores off to win by 3/4 of a length. Kiss with a Twist, finishing second, and Indescribable, 4-5 on the board, ladies and gentlemen, finishes third under Kent DeSormo for Bill Mott. Donnie Van Hemel trained the winner. The final running time in the Arlington Matron, 1:50.72. Up next, we're going to have the Hanshin Cup Handicap.
And they're off in the Hanshin Cup. Boy, poor Uno Mas breaks sharp. There's Spots Gone going to the front straight away for Joe Johnson. Stonehouse comes up the near side as these milers come toward the main track. Spots Gone just the leader from Boy, poor Uno Mas. Vacation in the black next in third. Stonehouse in between horses. Cherokee Artist, amazing results. Then we come back to Dominican and the defending champion, late running Corrigal Cat, dropping back to last. The first quarter on the long stretch in 24 seconds flat. Junior Alvarado sends Boy, poor Uno Mas on through to grab that front from Spots Gone. 5 furlongs from home. Stonehouse, Cherokee Artist, and Vacation outside that pair as they go down to the half-mile pole in the Hanshin. Amazing results. Dominican and Diego Sanchez and Corrigal Cat still at the back of the pack, aiming for Boy, poor Uno Mas, who sails through a half mile in 46 and 4. Going into the far turn, Boy, poor Uno Mas by 3.5 lengths. 4 in pursuit. Stonehouse, Vacation, Cherokee Artist, and Spots Gone. Eddie Perez, amazing results in the 5 path or so, with under 2.5 furlongs to go. Still aiming for Boy, poor Uno Mas, a quarter to go. Dominican is ridden with the whip, and Corrigal Cat is last as Boy, poor Uno Mas turns them in. 3/4, 1:10 and 4. Boy, poor Uno Mas, Stonehouse in tight at the fence, and there's Vacation. Vacation strikes the top now with a furlong to go. Cherokee Artist between horses. Amazing results. Dominican is next, coming up toward the wire in the Hanshin. Here's Vacation. Amazing results. Dominican and Cherokee Artist. Vacation Vacation. Johnny Velasquez takes doubles for Shep McGahee. Vacation to the Hanshin from Dominican. Cherokee Artist third. Amazing results. Finished fourth in 136-2.
Vacation, all I ever wanted. Third choice in the wagering, Phipps, McGahee, John Velasquez. Good victory in here. This horse was a runner-up in the Saranac Stakes at Saratoga last summer. Solid effort in here. Exit a Keeneland race. The defending champ, Cora Guild Cat, who was 11-1 in victory, was the co-favorite at 3-1 in defeat, finishing last. But a nice ride as the Phippses and McGahee and Johnny V go out Chicago way and get 2 stakes victories on Saturday. The final race on the Saturday afternoon card, the 11th, was the Arlington Classic. Giant Oak, who had skipped the Triple Crown to get to the turf, he was in here.
And they're off in the Arlington Classic, and Flashman's Papers is going right out toward the front. No Inflation broke sharp 2. And there's Golden Mexico and Miguel Mena. Golden Mexico now to the 4 from No Inflation and Flashman's Papers. Proceed B joins the front ranks. Poltergeist, Southern Anthem, Giant Oak with the rails. El Crespo and Orthodox has dropped back to last. Around the first turn, Miguel Mena and Golden Mexico, the pilot, leading No Inflation by a length and a half or so. Flashman's Papers just running in third from the gray Poltergeist, who comes up the fence. Proceed B settled along in 5th. 5 lengths off this leader, Golden Mexico, who cruises through a quarter in 25-1. Southern Anthem El Crespo is partnered with Giant Oak, who's right there at the rail, and Orthodox is loping along in 9th. We move toward the half-mile pole. Golden Mexico charts the course through 4 furlongs in 49-1. And now in the shadow of the half-mile pole, Golden Mexico leads No Inflation by 4. That same margin, more or less. Back to Poltergeist and Flashman's Papers. Proceed B 5th to the second turn. And then at the inside is Giant Oak, Southern Anthem, El Crespo. Still toward the back half of the field. El Crespo passed by Orthodox. El Crespo has dropped back to last. Can Golden Mexico stay the course in the Arlington Classic? Still in front of No Inflation coming toward the quarter pole. Poltergeist, Giant Oak comes up the fence, and Giant Oak now tips off those rails and looms as they turn for home. 3/4, 113-3. Golden Mexico tackled by No Inflation, who strikes the top in the final furlong. No Inflation just leader, Golden Mexico. Giant Oak is coming to No Inflation as the winning by looms. Here's Giant Oak and Eddie Razzo Jr. Giant Oak in the Arlington Classic. No Inflation was just outfinished. El Crespo third, Golden Mexico and Southern Anthem.
Giant Oak, a nice victory in here. Eddie Razzo, this horse never stopped grinding. I thought he was in trouble as the second choice at 5-2, but that was not the case. Scores the 1 length victory over No Inflation. El Crespo finishes third, and off the board as the favorite and early leader in this race was Golden Mexico. Chris Block trains the winner. Giant Oak returns $7.40 as the second choice in the wagering. The final running time of the Arlington Classic, 143.59. Heading now down to Lone Star. Up first will be the Dallas Turf Cup.
All set. They're off in the Dallas Turf Cup. Overbid took back right at the break. Precious Colony and Tricky Causeway come out on top. Ernesto takes back in the white blinkers. Nobody's in a hurry there as they leave the chute. Seaspeak is taken back off the pace. Then Overbid and Red Rock Creek at the rail, but is only 5 lengths off the lead. As they leave the chute now and enter the stretch for the first time, it's Tricky Causeway leading it by a length and a quarter, but they are just galloping here past the tote board now. Seaspeak is getting up there to be second. The pace is real slow. Then we drop back to Ernesto's saving ground. Overbid has gotten up only 3 lengths off the lead by virtue of the slow clip. Precious Colony second last, and then a length to Red Rock Creek. They are round the clubhouse turn in the Dallas Turf Cup. The pace, somnambulant. Tricky Causeway just loafing along 3/4 of a length. Seaspeak is right there and wisely placed, too, for the big favorite here on a slow pace as they go on to the backstretch. The others now bunch up. It's a length and a half back to Ernesto, Red Rock Creek, Overbid, and Precious Colony right in a line. Continuing down the backstretch, it's been half of a race so far, and Seaspeak, he can't wait any longer. Seaspeak goes now to put a half length in front. Tricky Causeway back to second. A length and a half to Ernesto on the white blinkers, getting a path just off the rail now. He can move up. Right there is Overbid, Red Rock Creek, and Precious Colony is now wide. Suddenly they turn it into a sprint now as they arrive at the far turn. Seaspeak has got a head in front. Ernesto comes to join. Red Rock Creek, Overbid, Precious Colony marooned, and then Tricky Causeway. At the top of the stretch, it is Seaspeak and Ernesto. Red Rock Creek is 3 back in third, so coming down to Seaspeak and Ernesto. But Seaspeak has got a lot left, and Seaspeak running on from Ernesto. Ernesto trying hard, but Seaspeak has got too much class. Julien Leparoux and Seaspeak running away, an easy winner. Ernesto was second, and Red Rock Creek finished third.
Seaspeak, who was 6-5 on the morning line, went off at 3-10. A nice winner in here for Ralph Nix. Julien Leparoux, who's had an outstanding first half to 2009, scores the very, very easy victory. Ernesto finished second. Red Rock Creek finishes third. The final running time of the Dallas Turf Cup, 1:48.23. Up next, we have the 11th running of the Ouija board.
They're off in the Ouija board distaff to a very good start. Wasted Tears, Hotlandic, Superior Storm. On the outside, Love to Tell gets up to be fourth, and Sweeter Still going to take back at the rail. Then Flibber Gibbet and R. Charlie's Angel 6 lengths off the lead, and Rustic Flame is taken back to last. They approach the clubhouse turn, and Wasted Tears and Hotlantic, the expected speed horses, do go out to show the way, but it's Wasted Tears just in front. The pace looks honest. Flibber Gibbet has gone wrong. Number 6, Flibber Gibbet, has gone wrong and is virtually out of the race. Yes, she is pulled up. Flibber Gibbet is pulled up and out of the race. She appears injured. The rest of the field is going on to the backstretch. Wasted Tears and Hotlantic continue to lead. Love to Tell is back there in third. 2.5 to Superior Storm racing fourth, then Sweeter Still and R. Charlie's Angel. That puts Rustic Flame 8 lengths off the lead. There's less than a half mile to go. The pace has been fast. Wasted Tears pressed by Hotlantic all the way. 3 back to Love to Tell, getting a beautiful trip if good enough. Then it's Superior Storm. Sweeter Still now picking it up gradually, but still 6 lengths off the lead. Rustic Flame has gotten out of last, now getting past R. Charlie's Angel. There's a quarter of a mile to go. Hotlantic now kicks it in. Wasted Tears tries to battle back. Love to Tell trying to capitalize. Then Sweeter Still and Superior Storm. An eighth of a mile to go. Love to Tell coming on now to Hotlantic and Wasted Tears. Sweeter Still. Even Rustic Flame at the rail. It is wide open. Wasted Tears keeps on going. Wasted Tears, Superior Storm on the outside. But Wasted Tears upsets them in the Ouija board distaff. Superior Storm second. Love to Tell third. And Hotlantic finished fourth.
Wasted Tears, ladies and gentlemen, sets the new course record. This horse was 20-1 on the morning line, bet down to nearly half that price, returned $24.40. You saw the run into the first turn. Flibber Gibbet, breaking down into the first turn as the 8-5 favorite, but Wasted Tears made every pole a winning one in there. Igor Tejaro scores the victory as the third longest price on the board. You see the new course record up there, new track record, ladies and gentlemen, 132.81 for these fillies and mares going a mile on the turf. Up next, the Lone Star Park Handicap.
They're off in the Lone Star Park Handicap. Jonesboro, King Dan, Upstream, and Caustic, but King Dan races out now to take that lead. It's a Bird gets good position now, close up to be in third. Then back to Song of Navarone, Stung by the Storm is taken well off the rail. Then Magnum and Z Fortune dropping in last. There's 7/8 to go, and the leader is King Dan, going out to set the pace by 3/4 of a length. Upstream just dropped back there, so Jonesboro gets a spot in second, and It's a Bird is close up third. On the outside, Stung by the Storm is now fifth, only 3 lengths off the lead. The pace looks very ordinary. Length and a quarter back to Encaustic and Song of Navarone. Magnum, second last, but not too far back, about 6.5 off the lead now, and Z Fortune just behind that. There's 5/8 to go, and King Dan setting a very realistic pace, not too fast by any measure. In front here, 3/4 of a length. Jonesboro is right there second. It's a Bird is well placed, close up. Down inside comes Upstream, then they're all bunched. Stung by the Storm, Encaustic, Magnum down inside, going to have to find room. Song of Navarone is second last, and Z Fortune at the back of this bunched field. There's 3/8 of a mile to go. King Dan now going to have to pick it up. Here's Jonesboro, and It's a Bird 3 deep. It's 2 back to Encaustic. Stung by the Storm. Upstream is battling now. Z Fortune tries to pick it up. Song of Neverone coming on, but he's caught wide. Magnum has a lot to do. Racing at the top of the stretch. It's a Bird. It's a Bird looming large, and now he takes the lead. Here comes Song of Neverone. He's closing strongly. It's a Bird leads. Jonesboro fights back. Song of Neverone bears down on the outside. A 16 to go. Jonesboro on the inside, tough as nails. Jonesboro and It's a Bird and Song of Neverone. It's a Bird in a driving finish to beat out Jonesboro. Song of Neverone was third.
Tremendous race in here. 4-horse photo finish, and Julian Leparoux winning a race that maybe 2 or 3 summers ago he couldn't win. Excellent in the stretch. The hand ride scores the victory on the 1-2 shot. It's a Bird who comes off the Oak Lawn Park victory. Jonesboro had no quick in here for Clinton Berry. Song of Neverone finishes third. King Dan tried to hold on for a piece at nearly 30-1, but at the end of the day, it was Marty Wolfson, also a trainer of Flipper Gibbet, comes back a little bit later and sees the other side of horse racing scoring the victory in the Grade 3 Lone Star Park with It's a Bird. The final running time, 1:41.83. We're up to our second break. When we come back, we'll go out California way, and then we'll come back to New York for the holiday weekend racing. We're going to head up to Golden Gate Fields and the Berkeley Stakes.
Our partner leads from Unusual Smoke in the run to the back stretch. Bold Chieftain 3 wide is third from Medzendikron, and then comes Autism Awareness, Silent Soul 6 from the lead from Unusual Suspect on the inside of Awesome Gem. And Captain Roy still 6 lengths last of all with a half-mile left to go. It's our partner being taken on for the lead by Unusual Smoke. Bold Chieftain a length away third, followed by Medzendikron and Autism Awareness out wide. Silent Soul midfield the fence. Awesome Gem beginning to creep closer as he moves by Unusual Suspect, and still that conspicuous margin to Captain Roy. 5/16 left to go. Bold Chieftain let go 3 wide by Alvarado was on the attack. Our partner scrubbed along on the fence to hang with them. Unusual Smokes in the middle. A length Autism Awareness out 4 wide, followed by Medzendikron. And then Silent Soul towards the fence. Awesome Gem down the outside, and the yellow cap from Unusual Suspect. Bold Chieftain just in front, taken on by Autism Awareness. Medzendikron back to the inside. Awesome Gem running on late. Bold Chieftain, Autism Awareness from Medzendikron, and Awesome Gem in a blanket finish. And Autism Awareness has won from Bold Chieftain, and either Awesome Gem or Medzendikron for third.
Autism Awareness, not quite the better than 60-1 when he won the El Camino Real Derby, but 30-1 under David Lopez, scores the victory. 62-80, another 4-horse photo finish. Bold Chieftain, Awesome Gem, the 2 chalks in the race. Bold Chieftain 9-5 and Awesome Gem 8-5, but it's Autism Awareness, the second longest shot on the board, scoring another fantastic graded stakes upset. The final running time of the Berkeley Stakes, 1:43.12. We now head down to Southern California Saturday afternoon, the Grade 2 Milady.
They're off. Gambler's Justice broke well, goes for the front from Champagne Eyes, who's into the bit. Champagne Eyes puts her neck in front. All I can say is wow, away in third. Taste Sis is at the rail fourth. Then Life is Sweet, and at the back of the pack, it's Zenyatta. Zenyatta already about 10 lengths behind Gambler's Justice and Champagne Eyes to the backstretch. It is Gambler's Justice a half length in front of Champagne Eyes in second. All I can say is wow is into the bit for Joe Talamo. She's at the rail third and a willing third too, less than a length and a half from the front. Taste Sis is tugging in fourth. Those four are about 9 or 10 clear of Life is Sweet, and the champion Zenyatta is 14 lengths behind as they head up the backstretch in the 57th Milady Handicap. Gambler's Justice, 4.5 furlongs from the wire, and 3/4 of a length in front of Champagne Eyes in second. All I can say is wow, stays at the rail, bides her time, 2 from the front. Taste Sis has 3.5 to make up. Zenyatta has moved inside of Life is Sweet, but she had to check off her stablemate's heels. Zenyatta now going to have to come around, and 3 furlongs from the wire, Zenyatta is still 10 lengths behind as they run towards the top of the stretch. Gambler's Justice, Champagne Eyes, all I can say is wow. Now Zenyatta is kicked into gear. She's decided to go 4 wide, and here comes Zenyatta. Meanwhile, Life is Sweet stays at the rail, and she's matching strides with her stablemate. It is Zenyatta to challenge. All I can say is wow. Life is Sweet dives to the inside. All I can say is wow has lost the lead to Zenyatta, who levels out and runs away. Levels out, runs away, and makes it a perfect 10 for 10. Zenyatta! Zenyatta beat Life is Sweet by 2 lengths. All I can say is wow finished third, and Gambler's Justice was fourth.
All that's left to say is get her bronze plaque ready for the Hall of Fame. Zenyatta now 10 for 10, coming off the bench carrying 126. What was brilliant once again, even though Mike Smith clipping heels on the backside with the stablemate Life is Sweet, one anxious moment, but that was it as Zenyatta, powerful once again in victory. Up next, we're going to have 3-year-olds in the Laz Barrera going 7 furlongs.
They're off. Back, gone, and Charlie's Moment shows speed. Canonizes close up, but taken in hand. Carbonite in position A, bet on Victor and All Saint, and the early trader is Quindici Man. Charlie's Moment going to challenge back, gone up the backstretch, and Charlie's Moment puts his head in front. Back, gone is second, 3/4 of a length. Position A, 3 deep, make it 4 deep to come challenge for the front. Then comes Canonize and Carbonite. They're 4th and 5th. Canonize, lot of run down at the rail, might need racing room. 2.5 lengths to bet on Victor, All Saint, and Quindici Man as they leave the backstretch. In the 16th, Laz Barrera Memorial, and Charlie's Moment is the leader. 3 furlongs from the wire, and he's now 1.5 lengths in front of back, gone in second. Position A is third. Canonize has found a way through at the rail. It's a tight way, but he makes his way up into second. Canonize the favorite on the move. Bet on Victor, hard-ridden 7 from the front. Then comes Carbonite, Quindici Man, and All Saint, and Charlie's Moment going to have to hold off the undefeated Canonize, who now comes after him in second. Charlie's Moment inside the final furlong, and he is tough to get by. Canonize took a run at him and did nothing. To the outside, Bet on Victor runs into second, but all he'll get is second as Charlie's Moment goes to the wire and wins. The 16th Laz Barrera Memorial goes to Charlie's Moment over Bet on Victor, close for third between Position A and Canonize.
Charlie's Moment, Alex Solis, trained by Walter Solis. No relation, ladies and gentlemen. Canonize was 4-5 in here, trying to make it 3 victories in a row to kick off the career. Canonize did not look good, did not change leads in this race. That was atypical from the first 2 races, maybe very tired. But Charlie's Moment, a sharp victory at 6.5 to 1. Bet on Victor finishes second under Garrett Gomez. $15 to the winner. The final running time of the Laz Barrera, 1:21.89. And on Memorial Day, been a fixture for a couple years now. One of the finest one-mile turf races annually in the country, the Shoemaker.
They're off. Storm Military broke beautifully. Hyperbaric sent up inside. Thorn Song is close up, and there goes Thorn Song to take over the lead. Dixie Chatter and What's the Script tightly between horses. Tiz West is midfield, and at the back of the pack, it's U.S. Ranger as they run to the backstretch. Thorn Song gonna set the pace. It is Thorn Song, a 2-length lead over Storm Military in second. Hyperbaric is at the rail third, and he's 2.5 from the front, then Tiz West. At the rail, What's the Script is about 4 or 5 from the lead. U.S. Ranger and Dixie Chatter just outside of him as they turn into the backstretch in the 66th. The Shoemaker Mile, Thorn Song is the leader. It is Thorn Song midway on the backstretch, a length and a half in front of Hyperbaric and Storm Military. Now they're right together, second and third. Tiz West tracks from fourth. He's 3.5 off the lead. U.S. Ranger is going to be 3 wide. What's the Script stays at the rail. He's got 4 to come. And What's the Script is second to last, leaving the backstretch. Dixie Chatter is the trailer, and Thorn Song is the leader. They sprint to the quarter pole, and Thorn Song is in front. He's got a length and a half lead on Hyperbaric, who just came off the fence. That's going to leave the fence open for What's the Script if he can find a way. Then comes Storm Military, and they run to the top of the stretch. Thorn Song has the lead. Hyperbaric alongside Storm Military. Now What's the Script swings into action in the center of the turf course. He's a length and a half from the front. Storm Military, Hyperbaric between horses. Thorn Song, What's the Script to the outside. Hyperbaric a nose in front. Thorn Song, Hyperbaric, Thorn Song right together, I think. It's Thorn Song. He is in a close photo with Hyperbaric in the 66 Shoemaker Mile.
Mike Smith, all the victor in here. An outstanding Hall of Fame type ride from Mike Smith. Thorn Song, who we've seen win the Shadwell Turf Mile. This horse loves to be on the front end. Mike Smith was the reason this horse won the Grade 1 Shoemaker at nearly 10-1. What the Script finishes off the board at 6-5. Hyperbaric and Storm Military wrap up the trifecta, but Dale Romans picks up the Grade 1 victory on Thorn Song thanks to his jockey, Mike Smith, in just a brilliant performance at $21 and change. The final running time of the Grade 1 Shoemaker, 133.33. Back to New York State, Finger Lakes. The bridge jumpers were out in force in the George W. Barker.
We're ready for the George W. Barker handicap. And there they go. Smooth start for all 5 participants. And Mr. Bourbon Street is part of the pace along with Large Popcorn. Hidden Expense is up close. Be Bullish is 4th through the early stages. Mr. Windjammer, a late runner, content to be at the tail. Mr. Bourbon Street and Large Popcorn side by side through the opening quarter. About a 3.5 length advantage over Hidden Expense. Be Bullish is off the rail, and he is making up ground. He has 5 lengths to make up on the 2 leaders. The opening quarter went in 21-4. At the tail is Mr. Windjammer, but he gets a nice pace to chase. In the meantime, Mr. Bourbon Street's getting away from Large Popcorn. Here comes Hidden Expense with his charge. Be Bullish needs to quicken. Mr. Windjammer finds his stride from the inside. He looks like a player. He's within 3 lengths of the front at the top of the lane as they swing into the lane. And there is an opening for Mr. Windjammer. He works off the rail. He's ready to tackle Mr. Bourbon Street. Final furlong in the George W. Barker handicap. Mr. Windjammer from last to first from between rivals. Mr. Bourbon Street along the inside. Hidden Expense is third. Be Bullish not today. Mr. Windjammer, he loves the Finger Lake surface. 7th career score. Mr. Windjammer wins the George Barker from Hidden Expense. I'm going to Mr. Bourbon Street and Be Bullish, and way at the tail was Large Popcorn.
And there we have it. The upset as Be Bullish at 3-10 runs off the board. But Mr. Windjammer, well back of the 21-4 opening quarter mile under Gabriel Suarez, scores the victory as the second choice. Hidden Expense finishes second. Mr. Bourbon Street runs third. Mr. Windjammer paid $8 to win and $11.60 to show. Jonathan Buckley trains the winner. The final running time of the George W. Barker, 1:11.33. On Saturday at Belmont Park, it was the Sheep's Head Bay, 11 furlongs on the turf, fillies and mares. Every step of winning one.
And they're off. It was a good beginning for Criticism, who finds herself in front. Criticism, with very little effort, has made the lead. Over to her inside, Venetian Causeway second. Mushka, not far behind, up on the outside third. At the back of the pack early on here will be Caprice, Backstreet Rhythm over at the rail, and Colina Verde drafting in behind those two. So Criticism makes her way for the first turn here. On the outside, Mushka really not offering any pressure whatsoever, just sitting just outside the lead. Venetian Causeway gets a nice drafting trip, being towed along third in the early stages here. The opening quarter was 24 and 4/5 seconds. At the back of the field early on are Caprice, Backstreet Rhythm, and Colina Verde. So into the backstretch run, Criticism moving comfortably while in front, the lead a length. Ramon Dominguez has conceded the lead to her with Mushka. Mushka wants to go, but Dominguez wants to wait. They're a length behind Criticism after an opening half mile of 50 and 2/5 seconds. Then Venetian Causeway together with Caprice, and together at the back of the pack are the duo of Backstreet Rhythm and Colina Verde. So Criticism continues to lead. There's 5 furlongs remaining here. She's run 3/4 of a mile in 1:15 flat. Not far behind throughout has been Mushka. Then Caprice. Venetian Causeway down toward the inside fourth with the half mile to go. Then Colina Verde. Colina Verde is still on hold as they round the far turn. Backstreet Rhythm's the trailer. Around the far turn, 3 furlongs from the wire now. And it is Criticism and Mushka, and the race is on now. Criticism on the inside, Mushka on the outside. Criticism still holding her off. Criticism turns for home in front. Mushka still second. Second by 3. Caprice is third. Colina Verde cut loose. Far outside fourth. 1 furlong to go. And it is Criticism. Criticism has warded off the challenge of Mushka. Late coming on the outside, Caprice and Colina Verde. And on the wire, it's Criticism. Criticism, who has gone wire to wire, win it. There's a 3-way photo for second here among Caprice, Colina Verde, and Mushka.
Every step of winning one. Criticism, 4-5. Mushka, I thought, looked to be a very threatening third choice at 4-1, but quite honestly, Criticism was much the best in here under Javier Castellano. Scores the Grade 2 victory. Caprice finishes third at 16-1. Backseat Rhythm offered little a second choice at 5-2, but congratulations to Tom Albatrani, Darley Stable. They make every polo winning one in the 11 furlong Sheepshead Bay. 2 minutes, 13.96. Early Sunday afternoon, they ran the Vagrancy Handicap.
And they're off. Carolyn's Cat breaks on top. Game face away in good order. Any Limit there on the outside. And it's Carolyn's Cat, the leader. Any Limit right alongside, right there racing in second. Game Faces come out running in third. In between horses there goes Popinur, and toward the inside Are We Dreamin'. So it's Caroline's Cat in front. Pressed from the outside now by Any Limit. The quarter in 22 and 2/5 seconds. Game Faces just outside of Popinur. And Are We Dreamin's the trailer around the far turn. Carolyn's Cat hounded by Any Limit. Any Limit on the outside now grabs that lead 3 furlongs out. Carolyn's Cat second. Game Face has Popinur down toward the inside. And now the field turns for home. Carolyn's Cat, Any Limit. Game Face still has Popinur pinned to the rail. Catching up to them, it's Are We Dreamin'. They're at the top of the stretch. Carolyn's Cat the leader. Now there's running room for Popinur. Popinur comes on through. Any Limit on the outside third. But Carolyn's Cat is still hanging in there. And Carolyn's Cat is going to take them wire to win the Vagrancy decisively over Popinur. And Are We Dreamin' third.
Carolyn's Cat, a good winner in here under Alan Garcia. Port Bonheur finished second at 9-2. Looked like she had multiple chances to find the winner's circle. First start since early November. Are We Dreamin' finishes third. The chalk finishes off the board. In a 5-horse field, ladies and gentlemen, you throw out the chalk, Your return, a box trifecta of $362. Carolyn's Cat, nice victory in here for Karen McLaughlin, a $13 winner in the short field in Sunday's Vagrancy. The final running time, 1:16.34. And wrapping up the holiday weekend, the $600,000 Shadwell Metropolitan Mile.
And they're off for the Met Mile. And right from the start, it's a credit from the rail. Driven by Successes there. Run for the dough on the far outside. Smooth Air. Smooth Air now moves into third. So a speed duel develops early on here between Driven for Success and a credit. And it's 2.5 lengths back. Riley Tucker moves into third. Smooth Air is now fourth. Mr. City comes up the inside with a sharp move there up into fifth. Run for the Dough is back racing in sixth, and Brebone is seventh. Imperial Council is eighth. Famous Patriot is ninth. My Pal Charlie is now 10th. The Roundhouse is 11th, and the last of them all is Reddy's Echo. 22-3 was the opening quarter mile. The field moving for the far turn, and it's Driven by Success, who's now clear by 2. A credit runs second. The opening half mile was a taxing 45-2, and Driven by Success has opened up now 3.5 lengths on the field. Smooth Air moves to second. Riley Tucker is third on the outside. A credit retreats back to fourth. Brebone is getting underway now, and here comes Brebone. He's putting in a powerful run on the outside. Mr. Sidney is in behind horses too. My Pal Charlie swings to the outside for running room. Imperial Council is there. Top of the stretch now. Driven by Success is giving way. Here's Riley Tucker. Here's Mo there. Here's Brebone. Here's My Pal Charlie. A wild finish in the Met Mile. Brebone up for a short lead. Smooth Air fighting him right down to the wire. And those two hit the line. And the winner is Brebone. Brebone has won it. Smooth Air was second. A game effort here by Driven by Success. And My Pal Charlie, they finished third and fourth.
12 went to the post, and the bettors got it exactly right. Brebone, the winner in the 116th Shadwell Metropolitan Mile under Alan Garcia. Bobby Robato wins another Grade 1, not with Grand Courtier. Smooth Air also 3-1 on the board. Driven by Success, I thought was brilliant under Ramon Dominguez at nearly 12-1 to hold on in the trifecta. About the only horse that raced poorly in here was Mr. Sidney. This race, not the deepest field in the Met Mile, but an outstanding betting race, and the chalk runs 1-2. The final running time of this year's edition of the Shadwell Metropolitan Handicap, 134.15. That wraps up a very busy Horses and Courses, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great week. Gene will be back here next week for HNC.